Chancellor's procession is composed of academicians and the principal officers of the university. As they come, their principals, their deans, their heads of departments, all that protocol is in that procession. They are the people who have been training your children here in this university. So the procession takes route. As you can see, they break through, others take their seats relevantly. It is them who will be awarding the different degrees, certificates, and other ones today. And in introducing to you as well. And he has a PhD in economics and engineering from the Makerere University in collaboration with the University of Florida in America. He's a board member of the National Social Security Fund, where he's in charge of the finance committee. He chairs the finance committee of the NSSF. He's a board member of UMEME. He's a board member of the African Water Association, where he is the vice president. He's a registered engineer, and his areas of interest are productivity analysis. Quite a very... The chairman and members of the board of trustees, the chancellor and members of the university council, the vice chancellor and members of the university management, deans and directors, esteemed academics, proud parents and guardians, distinguished guests, and above all, the graduating class of 2025. It is a true honor to stand before you today as we define as a defining moment in your lives, a moment of achievement, pride, transition into a new chapter filled with possibilities. Before I proceed, allow me to express our heartfelt gratitude to the proprietor of this great institution, Alhaji Hassan Basaja Baraba, whose vision and continued commitment to education have made this day a reality for all of us. Please let's clap for him. We also thank the University Council and the entire management team led by the esteemed Vice Chancellor for their outstanding leadership and dedication to academic excellence. Mr. Chancellor, sir,
Graduates, today, the world celebrates your academic success. But more importantly, the world is watching to see how you apply what you have learned. Because in today's job market and in today's society, it is not just about theory or passing exams, it is about competence. You are stepping, rather, competence-based training, which has been the backbone of your education here, is no longer optional. It is essential. Employers today are not merely asking, what did you study? They are asking, what can you do? How can you solve problems? And can you adapt to real-life challenges? You are stepping into a world that is fast changing and increasingly complex. Theories provide the foundation, but it is your ability to turn knowledge into action, your ability to deliver results that will set you apart. The world needs doers, innovators, and problem solvers. That is what you have been prepared to become. Think about the pressing issues in our communities: unemployment, healthcare gaps, environmental degradation, technological inequality. The university carry with you networks you have built, your classmates, your lecturers, your mentors, and the professional contacts you've begun to develop. Build on them, collaborate, seek out stakeholders in government, industry, and civil society. Engage in
Thank you very much, MC. Our chief guest, our guest speaker, all our invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense joy and deep sense of humility that I welcome you all to the 31st graduation ceremony of Kampala International University, taking place here at our Western Campus in Ishaka, Bushenyi. You're very much welcome. This is the first graduation that we have brought at the Western Campus. So I'd like to thank everyone who was behind this decision, especially our chairman of the Board of Trustees. I'm sure Ishaka will not remain the same after this graduation ceremony. I would like to congratulate each of you here upon reaching this significant milestone. And on behalf of the entire Kampala International University community, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to our 31st cohort of graduates for their dedication and perseverance. And this has paid off today. Mr. Chancellor and our guests here today, we come together to celebrate not only the remarkable achievements of our graduates, but also, and this is evidence and affirmation of the role that the private education plays in building the human resources of the economy. In this quarter century of unwavering commitment, quality education is what has shaped the minds of KIU and the minds from all over the world. In the last 25 years, we have built a foundation that has shaped global leaders in public health, in engineering, science and technology, education, law, business management, to mention a few. KIU's legacy is one of growth, excellence, innovation, and transformation. We thank the Board of Trustees and Council for supporting this endeavor, and we want to make it the center of excellence for cancer research. And I'm sure with the support of everyone, we shall achieve this goal. Our Hajat Azida Library is also ready for use, and it is the biggest library in the region with a seating capacity of 5,000 people with both physical and e-resources. Our pharmacy complex, which is a 9-block complex, is underway, and we expect that by end of this year, it will be complete, and this will make it the biggest pharmacy complex in East Africa. Please, when you find time, visit all these things that I'm mentioning so that you confirm. Seeing is believing. I don't want you to say this Vice Chancellor told us things that we haven't seen. Please visit this very campus to confirm that what we are speaking is a reality. Our focus on STEM, agriculture, education, and enterprise, to know that this year we have a 75-year-old graduating with a master's in public health. Miss Betty Irumba, wherever you are, you can wave to the audience. 75 years old, she took a decision to come back to study. And she is successfully graduating with us today. We continue to partner with global universities to foster knowledge, exchange, curriculum design, and joint research. Our commitment to academic rigor and ethical leadership has been unwavering. We have built a culture of inclusivity, intellectual freedom, and social responsibility, and we have weathered challenges and embraced opportunities with resilience. Allow me, Chancellor, Sir, and the guests, to pay tribute and appreciate some few bodies and individuals. This graduation ceremony is a collective achievement, and I would like to pay tribute to the government of Uganda under the able leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Mahabura for creating an enabling environment where private education thrives. And allow me to thank the Board of Trustees, especially the Chairman of our Board of Trustees, Dr. Alhaji Hassan Basaja-Balaba, for the unwavering financial and moral support to this university, without which we wouldn't have achieved all this. We would like to thank our partners from the ministries, especially the Ministry of Education and Sports and the Ministry of Health, for their continued support. We would like to thank our regulators, especially the Uganda Medical and Dental Practitioners Council, the East African Medical and Dental Practitioners Council, the Uganda Nurses and Midwives Council, and the Pharmaceutical Society of Uganda for their continued inspection and guidance that has shaped the quality of our services. New challenge: technological change, global competitiveness, sustainable development goals, and evolving student needs. Our task is to remain responsive, forward-looking, and grounded in our core values. We are determined to push the competence-based curriculum in line with the vision of this country and as guided by the Ministry of Education and Sports. We shall continue to invest in research, innovation, digital transformation, and regional collaboration. We shall nurture a new generation of thinkers and leaders who will not only serve their communities, but will shape this world. We are cultivating a spirit of community service. Moving forward, Mr. Chancellor, sir, and all our guests here, all our students will be required to engage in a community activity as a way of applying the knowledge acquired, but also to help them solve these challenges in the community. Let this graduation be a springboard for greater excellence, not just in education, but service to community. Finally, the message to our graduates. To our dear graduates today is your day. It is a celebration of your hard work, determination, sacrifice, and unwavering pursuit of excellence. Yes, you have endured academic rigor. You have adapted to change and remained resilient in the face of many challenges, not least those brought on by the shifting tides of our times. Whatever discipline you're graduating with, you are leaving here not just with degrees, but with the tools to build a better future. I extend my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you here. This convocation therefore marks a fresh start, not just for you as graduates, but for KIU itself. With new leadership comes renewed vigor, fresh ideas, and broader horizons. Together, we will continue to harness the strength of our diverse community, drawing from your rich heritage, while pioneering new paths forward in education and social impact. Your transition from the students to professionals is a reflection of the competences we have imparted in you to make meaningful contribution to society. To lead with integrity and innovation, I implore you to use your competence wisely with good intention. As you step into the world, may you carry forward the knowledge, values, and commitment to service that have been instilled in you during your time at the
special cases for this graduation function. Where are the as our students get ready to make a brief presentation, Mr. Chancellor, we have Dr. Jones to see the President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Uganda. Those we need directly with them. help our refugee Mr. Chancellor, sir, let me invite the Makojo students on the stage to make their presentation. Please, take the stage. is young blood, new ideas. The NRM will move forward. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I also want to introduce Sheikh Chiimba Abubakar, the district card of Ushenyi. Please raise for recognition, and also the Sheikh Maso, the deputy card of Ushenyi. Please also raise for recognition. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I am informed that the following communities here have some gifts they would like to give, and I would like to ask them to be ready at the appropriate time. We'll call them. The Kenyan community here, the Indian community here, and the Nigerian community. I'm informed there are some gifts you would like to award. Let's have them vetted that they are ready. Mr. Chancellor, sir, also I would like to recognize CPA Uganda. Please clap for them as I introduce them. They are our partners, and always on the graduation, they award the best student in finance and accounting. At the appropriate time, I will bring them forward to be able to present their award. Finally, Mr. Chancellor, sir, before the chairperson of council takes the stage to speak, I would like to take special recognition of a special person who entered while we were busy enjoying the Chikonjo dance. Hajati Azida Basaja Baraba. Please raise for... Hajat Azida Basaja Baraba is the mother to Haji Hassan Basaja Baraba. You can see where the great brains are coming from. In the same vein, I would like to introduce other members of the family who are here. Hajati Aisha Basaja, please raise for recognition. And the Hajati Chamazuma Basaja, please also raise for recognition. And also Dr. Shamim Basaja, one of our girls in academics. Yes, Dr. Shamim Basaja. And the Hajati Amina Mutes Basaja. Please also raise for recognition. Very good. Mr. Chairman, please, you can take it. Mr. Chancellor, sir, please, with your indulgence, I beg to make a statement before the chairman takes the floor. The chairman of the council, Honorable Michael Maranga, is the member of parliament for Igara East constituency, and I would like to recognize him in that right. But also, freshly so, is the flag bearer for member of parliament in NRM for Igara East constituency. We thank the people of Igara East for returning our able chairman. It would have been very difficult to have great words here in case it was otherwise. Congratulations, Chair. You can now take the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Abbas. Mr. Chancellor, sir, because of time, allow me to organize protocol and allow me to go straight away to my speech. But before that, Mr. Chancellor, allow me to request my members of council to stand up for recognition. Members of University Council, kindly stand up for recognition. And thank you very much for the job well done. Thank you. Those are members. You can have a seat. Mr. Chancellor, sir, today we come together to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduates whose hard work and dedication has brought us this joyous occasion of our 31st graduation ceremony. This accomplishment is a testament not only to your academic prowess, but also to your unwavering determination and resilience. This comes at a time when Conferring International University is marking 25 years of existence. On behalf of the University Council, I extend my warmest congratulations to all our graduating students. Allow me to thank our chairman, Board of Trustees, led by the able Alhaji Dr. Hassan Basaja Baraba, for providing oversight and strategic direction. Your leadership exemplifies the very heights we strive to explore. Mr. Chancellor and members, to my colleagues in the University Council, I express my gratitude for your tireless efforts in offering advice and guidance to the different organs of the university. I thank the university management team led by the able Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngoma Muhammad, for continuing to steer KIU in the right direction. Academic and non-academic staff, for the continued commitment, and to our students for entrusting KIU with directing their future. To the parents, guardians, and sponsors, thank you for your unwavering support. As a council, we remain committed to ensuring a supportive environment for academic growth, research, and community impact. We continue to strengthen our policies and infrastructure, foster partnerships both local and international, and invest in a future-ready education system. And as we want to affirm the public that the students graduating today have been adequately trained and prepared to embrace what the world has in store for them, and the world will equally embrace them because they have acquired sufficient knowledge and training to rouse fair competition, survival skills amidst tough times, and the ability to thrive in the world market. Our dear graduates, do not rest on your award. The world out there is full of opportunities and challenges in equal measures. Face them with courage, humility, and resilience. Remember, education is not just about what you know, but what you do with what you know. Our dear graduates and all members present, allow me, Mr. Chancellor, once again to bring you greetings from our chairman, Patriotic League of Uganda, General Monsignor Rugaba. He extends his greetings and congratulations, and he wishes you success in your future endeavors as he looks forward to meeting you in the near future. I thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I wish you the best of today's activities. Thank you so much. Please give another round of applause to the chairperson of the council for his great work. For those of you with these booklets, most of the speeches are there, and you can the members of the University Council are carried in this booklet on page 18, from the chairperson up to from number 1 up to number 30. The other team of students that would like to make a presentation, please come close, such that we can find opportunity to let you present. Professor Kawuja.
Thank you for inviting me. First of all, I will thank our creator. I didn't know what happened, but I am here. We thank God. And above all, now today, I thank Hassan Basaja Baraba, who invited me for this occasion. There are a number of things which come to mind on an occasion like this. We are in shame. How did this place look like before Hassan was born? How does it look like now? Ambassador Jabarava, having been born and is here. How does Uganda look like in 1900? How does it look like now in 2025? All these questions come to mind because of our existence. You graduating persons, how many of you, or which any of you, ask yourself to be born? Do you know why you were born? You are now a graduate. What is your purpose? I will raise those questions using 5 W's. The first one is, who are you? W, which are the
management and staff of KU, honored guests, and our esteemed graduates. Good morning. It is with immense honor that I stand before you today as the Chancellor of the Conferring International University, KU, to celebrate the achievements of class of 2025. I congratulate our graduates upon this achievement. As we celebrate the first graduation ceremony, we reflect on where we come from, a journey defined by hard work, resilience, and unwavering commitment to grow. It is an exciting chapter as KU makes 25 years of dedication, quality, and education. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Conferring International University, Alhaji Dr. Hassan Baba, for his unwavering financial, moral, and material support to this university. He stands out as one of the most successful founders of the private university on the African continent. His dream indeed resonates with the belief in the power of education to transform lives and communities. To our esteemed chief guest, please note that KU has tremendously grown to be the leading private institution in Uganda due to continuous investment and commitment by the founder, Alhaji Hassan Baba. I extend my thanks to the council members, Senate, and management of Conferring University
for the strategic decisions made to take
KU to great heights. I sincerely thank the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mohammed, for continuously
engaging staff
and building a strong team. His servant leadership will for sure take KU to great heights. KU continues to set the standard as a forward-thinking institution designed not just to impart knowledge, but to inspire action. At KU, our vision remains very clear: to be a premier institution of international repute, preparing students for the world of work and an inclusive society. Our mission is to respond to societal needs by delivering education guided by respect for society, economy, and the environment. We strive to be a leading university in East Africa and beyond, known for its research-led learning environment and commitment to excellence. This university has stood as a beacon of knowledge and transformation, continually evolving to meet the needs of an ever-changing world. I also want to acknowledge the pivotal role KU plays in this global effort. Our commitment to education that bridges cultural, economic, and geographical divides has never been stronger. As we look toward the future, we recognize the importance of collaboration, innovation, and inclusion in everything we do. As the Chancellor of this esteemed institution, I'm immensely proud of what you, the graduating class, represent. You are a reflection of the university's commitment to excellence, innovation, integrity, and service to humanity. You are a generation of thinkers, creators, problem solvers, leaders, and most importantly, dreamers dare to imagine a better world. A message to the graduates. Thank you for choosing KIU to be your academic home. As alumni of this university, you will forever be a part of our community. No matter where life takes you, remember that you carry a piece of this university with you, and we are enriched by the mark you leave behind. I'm more than sure that we have trained different professions like engineers who will design sustainable cities, educators who will ignite minds in this nation and beyond, medical professionals who will cure diseases, artists who will touch and serve humanity with integrity, entrepreneurs who will create opportunities, and activists who will fight for justice, and leaders who will inspire change. As you step into this next chapter, carry with you the value we have instilled in you, that is integrity, humility, courage, and empathy. The degree you receive today is not just a document, it is a call to responsibility. It is a challenge to use what you have learned not only to enrich your own life, but to serve your communities, your countries, and the world. We thank the parents and guardians. Your support, sacrifices, and love have been the backbone of your graduates' success.
Great thinker, great planner, great investor, who does not mind basically about his own business or himself as a person, but plans bigger for the rest of the community. Yes, now everybody is able to hear. And while Mr. Wasajawaraba was coming down, I saw people developing giraffe necks to catch a glimpse of the man behind the success, everything we see today. I'm sure only screens we can see, and now let me not take more of your time, that you can hear from the man himself, Dr. Hassan Wasajawaraba. You can take the floor.
Thank you very much, Governor. Abantu babusenyi, I'll first speak in my language, such that our local people can understand. Abantu babusenyi, mwebale kwiza, bakuru b'amadini bajaha, balinda z'abajaha, takaganda na waziri mke wakati mwezile tuisibatia pasu nzuri siwana mke babarele na LC3 na LC5 aba eli mke babarele I have decided to start with the local language because these people invited me to be here because this is their first graduation in this place, and I think they are happy with it. They are very happy with it, I'm sure. Mr. Chancellor, special investigators, honorable cabinet ministers present, honorable members of parliament, chairman members of board of trustees, Chairperson of University Council members, Vice Chancellor of Conferring University, Vice Chancellors of other universities, Deputy Vice Chancellor of other universities, alumni Conferring University, continuing students, ladies and gentlemen. My speech is just talking about the history of how this race started and thanking individuals who contributed a lot. But before that, allow me to introduce my members of the board who are here. They can stand up for recognition. Board members who are here. I can see Chris Wakasisi, Ambrose Chibuka, and Musa Vasajako. Those are the members who are here, but others are not present. Thank you very much for being here. Number two, allow me to introduce my old friend, Professor Fred Vitawa from Germany. This one, I studied with him from primary school. Now he's a professor. Fred, I'm happy for you. The second person I wanted to introduce is my mother, Hajat. My mother and my best friend. Now, they are members of the Entrepreneurs League whom I invited, members of the Entrepreneurs League, members from West Side, members of the Entrepreneurs League, members of the Entrepreneurs League. Thank you very much for coming. These people you are seeing here, they have traveled a very long distance because they are people from West Nile. They are now at the end of the border and they are coming from the border. West Nile people stand up for recognition. They came from very far. It takes them 2 days to reach here. People from Karamoja also we are here. People from Lango sub-region, Acholi sub-region, people from Usoga sub-region, Eastern part. The whole of Eastern part stand up to recognition. Eastern part. People from Central, Kampala, Masaka, stand up for recognition. Thank you for coming. People from West, that is Gidesi, Ambore, West and West, that is the Kasese, for Africa, also can stand up for recognition. Thanks for coming. These are my colleagues. They are my members. I'm also an entrepreneur. I invited them this time to come and witness this function. The people from this community. Now, Mr. Chancellor, sir, when we were starting this race, it was very difficult. Very difficult because we started with the most hardest courses to start with, but we were divided into two parts. Part one were the technical people, and part two were the council members and all that. Among those people who supported this place. Amongst the two of them is Professor Francis Kabwejiri. Professor Kabwejiri, what do you stand up for recognition? The Honorable Mary Karoro, she's sick. Mary Karoro is admitted, she's unwell. Professor Ephraim Kamwejiri, by then he was the chairperson of the Finance Committee in 2000. Honorable Mary Karoro is sick. We have Dr. H, Dr. Margaret Mungerera. She's not here. We have Professor Joy Pesga. I don't know that she's here, but I invited her. Not but the few, those are the few people I could remember that assisted in starting this place. Then the technical people we had Professor Mohamed Daura. Professor Mohamed Daura was the Vice Chancellor, and now he's the staff of the Professor of Education. Then we have the lead technical person was Professor Jonathan Nshabo, the founding dean of the medical school. And then we have Professor Karoro Emmanuel. I don't know whether he's here. Professor Emmanuel Karoro. Then we have Professor Iwe Kunya, the medical physiologist. Then we have Professor Medikauma. We have Professor Sula. This one died also. He was working in Illinois University. So before we started, Mr. Chancellor, we visited, first of all, we got to resistance to start medicine, because this was the first medical school, private in East Africa, and the number 3 medical school in Uganda, third to Mbarara. So it was very difficult to start. But we arranged with the colleagues that I had, Professor Kabwejiri and others, we visited the following places. We visited Makerere University, we visited Mbarara University, we visited Cuba. We visited 2 universities, but I was not among the people who went there in the first round. We visited the University of Havana. They visited 7 universities in Nigeria. They visited the University of Ilori, University of Lagos, University of Ibadan, University of Nigeria, and others. Ahmed Bello including others. Then we went to Canada. We visited my master in Canada. Then also we visited other universities. Because it was very difficult to convince people that the private institution can start a medical school. After that, we submitted our curriculum. A very strong thanks goes to Professor Nshabo, who was heading the technical team. All the programs, Mr. Chancellor, that we have in medicine here, most of them, almost by 70%, the curriculum were developed, headed by Professor Jonathan Nshabo, including pharmacy, including nursing, including medical labs, including masters in medicine. These students that you are seeing, including those PhDs that we have started producing now, including the MPhils, in all of those medical, he was part of them. So Professor Nshabo, I thank you for the work done. Then of course Professor Kabwejiri did a lot of politics, did a lot of lobbying, including making the president come here. We have done several visits. We moved this place. Of recent, I want to ask to thank Ambassador Katungwe. Ambassador Katungwe is here. Ambassador Katungwe. Ambassador Katungwe is our deputy ambassador. He has a lot of things extraordinary to do what, but he's the deputy ambassador, our deputy ambassador in Brussels, also representing us in the EU. Ambassador, I am very happy with you because recently we visited about 15 universities in EU. We visited the University of Brussels, we visited the University of Ghent, we visited the University of Leiden, Groningen, Wageningen, all those we were with Professor Honorable Ambassador Katumwe. Thank you very much for the work done, and thank you very much. But unfortunately, when we came back, I wanted to give you a background, but I wanted to give it to you in public, although I haven't reached there. When we reached here, we went in the EU, we got some proposals, which was about $147 million grants. When we submitted, we didn't want to submit alone, but we wanted to submit with some universities in Uganda, including Kenya and others. When we proposed to them that now let's submit with them. These people, I didn't know that also in academics you have these funny politics and games. We discussed with them, that we are going to submit with them. They got our documents. Instead of submitting with us, they submitted alone. Now, we went to South Africa, we submitted with the University of Cape Town. We went to Nairobi, we submitted to the University of Nairobi. We submitted to the University of Dar es Salaam. We submitted to Zimbabwe. And that's all the three that we had selected, which is Mbarara, Makerere, and Wisdom. We wanted to submit with them, but they went behind us. So, but fortunately, God has paid them back. None of those projects, because they have been evaluated already, they did not get even one project going through. And for us, who went and sourced others, we have now got the approval on 5 projects. Totaling about $20 million. 10 in Uganda and 12 in Tanzania. So they did not get anything, all these people, they wanted to sue us, but God paid them under this guidance. Then of course, I thank management, Professor Obama Mohammed. You know, most of the people here, they don't know the global ranking being number 2, what you have done. They don't know. When you just say that we are number 2 in Uganda, we are number 5 in East Africa, they think it is just there. But you people who are here, we have moved from 1,600 publications, almost 3,500 a year. That is 1. 2, we have moved from almost like $10,000, $20 million annually in grants. So that's not a joke. Because that's where we are getting our research input. We are getting, now we have moved again from over 500,000 citations to 1 million. That's double in about 5 years. That's what is making us be number 1, number 2. Then we have moved from 200 PhD staff to almost 500 now. That's not a joke. I thank the management for the work done because they have been maintaining this position for the last 5 years. Being number 2 in Uganda and number 5 in East Africa. And best private in Uganda and best private in East Africa. I thank the management for the work done. That's not a simple thing, because if you look at Makerere is about 3,000 PhD staff, and they have 8,000 publications in about 2,000 high impact journals and scopers. then we have got 3,500 with 500 PhD staff. It's not a joke. So it means that now we are working 10 times of Makerere University. So well done, Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much. Now, of late, Mr. Chancellor, due to changes in politics in the US, I think all the universities in Africa will be affected. Because 50% of the grants that we've been getting, or 40, have been coming from the US. So this time, almost everything from the US is closed. So what we are trying to do, and what I'm trying to encourage to our Vice Chancellor to do, is actually to work with the embassies, our embassies in the UK, our embassy in Brussels, our embassy in even private donors in the US, they are there, but government of US, almost all the grants are cut, especially coming to this side of the world. So it means we have to put up a committee which is going to help management, at least to make sure that they maintain what they have been getting, because most of the institutions from the US which have been giving us grants, that all that is lost. So, Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your guidance, I think you have to help and give us guidance on how to mitigate that gap. That is grants. Those are the problems that we have. Now, during the visit in EU, I've been visiting, but this time we visited many universities in EU.
Yeah.
We visited many universities in EU, including Technical University, University of Amsterdam, Groningen. There are many universities that we visited, but I noticed three things, Mr. Chancellor. One, universities have moved away from classwork. Even there is a university that we visited which had the industry within the university itself. I think you saw it, Professor. This was the University of Wageningen. For them, they are training students, but also they have the industry within the campus. So I think we are going for that model. With your acceptance, we have to put up industry-based center which will help our students after graduating, they are hands-on. So I think we picked that, and there are many universities in the...
My cabinet colleague, Honorable Kaindo Tafire, Minister of Internal Affairs, to be your guest honor for this very important 31st graduation ceremony for Kampala International University, and he had accepted to come, and he was looking forward to this event. Unfortunately, because of unforeseen and more compelling state duties, he is not able to be here today, and he asked me to represent him, and I'm pleased to...
Of 4.81. We congratulate you very heartily for that hard work, and welcome you to start on the CPA profession. And for that reason, the institute is opening an account for you as a student, and it will deposit 1 million shillings for your start. And together with my colleagues, CPA Rebecca, here with me to give you a certificate, and my dear wife who has accompanied me with a bag which we take as our professional toolbox. And with me, I have an umbrella the profession acts as real medicine to the business world. You should be able to move all the time. Rain should not stop you from performing your duties. Then the bag is to carry your laptop so that you can be able to serve your clients diligently. With that, let me have Collins with us to receive your gifts.
Great. Thank you very much, CPA Uganda. Collins, you are the second best student. You can grab an opportunity to take a picture with the Chancellor. And congratulations to you upon your great achievement. I hope other professions also may want to copy CPA Uganda, because when you receive young people into the profession with such a great momentum, it also adds value. I would like to humbly request the Chairman BOT to kindly accept a gesture of appreciation being expressed by, we have only allowed 4 of the very many that were here. Could you please step forward? I see the Indian community is more ready than the others. The Indian community and COEDL. These, for the rest of the congregation, these are simple signs of appreciation by the community to appreciate the vision, the commitment, the kind heart that has been expressed by the chairman of the board. Mr. Chairman, I would like to kindly request you to step forward. For those of you who, okay, just we'll take 1 minute because we are really short of the time. The first is the Indian community. You can separate yourself such that the chairman can take pictures with you variously. Please.
Good afternoon, one and all. I have privilege to announce and honoring our beloved chairman, Al-Hazi Dr. Basadza Ballaba, on this occasion. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Ram, Dr. Milan, Dr. Venkatesh, Dr. Manjula. So from Indian community, we shall felicitation our chairman with a shawl and memento and gift. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the Indian community, for your thoughts and decision to appreciate the chairman of the board, and that goes for the rest of the people putting in great efforts to make sure that this vision goes forward. Thank you very much. Who is assisting to receive this gift? Is that all? Okay. We appreciate everything. We appreciate everything. We know you are happy for your kind stay and great stay in this place. Thank you. Can I now call the next team? The photo, please. Camera people, take quickly. Okay, can I call the Kenyan community? The Kenyan community, please step forward. We'd like this to take as short a time as possible. The Kenyan community, please step forward. Oh, okay. The Nigerian community, thank you for appreciating the chair of the board and the rest of the members of the board. We'll take a picture together. I would like to humbly request a Nigerian ambassador to come, or that we can do this together as a team. Thank you. Next is the Nigerian community.
Thank you very much, MC, Mr. Chairman, Chancellor. Mr. Chairman, we have come as Nigerians to honor you, to thank you, to show gratitude. And I want to say, Oshe Baba, Nagode, Dalo, Sosongetieti, Asama, Adupe. We are Nigerians. All these are saying thank you. You have been of tremendous significance to Nigerian academics. And we want to say here, in addition to you being the icon of education in Africa, that you are the leader of education in the sub-Saharan Africa. And you are, we see KIU as the Harvard of Africa. You've done so much. As a single individual, single-handedly, we heard your story. We are proud of you, and we are proud to be part of this success story. That is why we brought our ambassador, the representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to come and help us to tell you thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon. I think I've been able to scribble down something, and on that note, being a state representing my president in the Republic of Uganda, I think they want to read it. Yes, the Chancellor, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, executive faculties, honorable parents and guardians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and not forgetting the graduating class of 2025, I convey fraternal greetings from His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, and in particular to the management, students, parents, and friends of the esteemed Kampala International University, KIU. It is both an honor and a privilege today to be present at the 31st graduation ceremony of this remarkable institution. This significant occasion celebrates not only the accomplishment of the graduating students, but also underscores the importance of regional collaboration and educational diplomacy. I am particularly pleased to witness the graduation of Nigerian and other students across various disciplines, and along with the dedicated presence of Nigerian lecturers and other peers who have made substantial contributions to the academic excellence of this great institution. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it will be remiss of me not to recognize the remarkable stature KIU has achieved within the academic landscape of Uganda. I extend heartfelt gratitude from the government of Nigeria to the government of Uganda, and particularly KIU, for the opportunity given to the Nigerian scholars and lecturers to make invaluable contributions among their colleagues that have helped elevate KIU to the esteemed position of the second best university in Uganda. This achievement stands as a testament to the strong academic partnership between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Republic of Uganda. I would like to commend KIU for fostering an inclusive academic environment and for its steadfast commitment to human capital development, professionalism, and educational excellence. These commendable qualities have, in no small part, made KIU a preferred destination for Nigerian lecturers and students. The Nigerian High Commission in Uganda is unwavering in its commitment to fortifying the bonds of friendship that exist between our nations and remains devoted to supporting initiatives that will strategically position this university for sustained greatness. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to the graduating class, I would like to remind you that today we reside in a competitive, complex, and rapidly evolving world. It is imperative that you carry forth the hopes and aspirations of your nations and embody the promise of a vibrant future. I encourage you to pursue excellence relentlessly and to allow the values instilled in you during your time at this great university to guide your journey ahead. Thank you and heartfelt congratulations once again to the class of 2025. Long live the enduring relations between Nigeria and the Republic of Uganda. Long live Kampala International University. Thank you.
Thank you, the Nigerian community. I think it's the last group. The CODL also here? Okay. Somebody help us to carry this away. The last group is the CODL. Where are you?
A symbolic gesture.
Okay, the Nigerian community has formally handed to the chairman BOT the flag of Nigeria. I don't know that this one makes him a citizen of Nigeria. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything. The last group, CODM, please come forward. Introduce the chair seat. Okay.
Sponsor. He was sponsored by KIU Chairman, Board of Trustees, Special Scholarship. Chancellor, sir.
Virtue of the powers vested in me, I confer upon you Doctor of Philosophy degree in Economics of Kampala International University. Congratulations.
Chibrigade designed and implemented a photovoltaic system for health facilities in rural areas. Wow, Harold, Doctor of Philosophy in Science of Wetland Spatial Temporal Changes on Water Quality and Sediment, a case of Ankole Wetland in Lira City, Uganda. Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Science, Environmental Management of Kampala International University. Congratulations.
Was supervised
by virtue of the powers vested in me. I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Development Studies of Kampala International University. Congratulations.
Tumuljuche Ruth Komunda, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science.
Upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Management Science, Public Management of Kampala International University. Congratulations.
Camera? Yes.
Make a contribution to the economic development of this country, look at what the industry wants, use their knowledge, use the concepts they have learned here to make things happen on the ground. And that's what we call competence-based training, which this university has been putting emphasis on.
We see many people getting out of schools and they don't have jobs, and we understand that like you, person, you're a big person. So what have you done here in Busheng to get some jobs?
No, here, yes, that's a good question. I think all of us who are in my position need to put an enterprise of one form or another. Put an enterprise where our young people can get employed, where they can get one or two things to eat at home, and also develop themselves. Personally, and my family, we are putting up a farm, big farm somewhere. We already have a tea plantation where we employ people. We are keeping poultry, chicken, a lot of chicken, and people who are employed there. We are putting up a tourism facility where we have people who are working there. And I think that is what we should do in this country, do an enterprise which can stimulate Ugandans.
Uganda engineer katikati mu Uganda.
Relating to 3 areas of university. The first area is the area of students graduating. That's the reason why this university is here. They are so important. Graduating from the university, what does it mean to a student graduating? And I'm emphasizing, society assumes every graduate from this university will be a leader in his society, in his respective capacity. To be a leader, you must be a leader of integrity, a leader that you can trust, a leader that is honest, a leader that is transparent and accountable, but more importantly, a leader free of corruption. This is the challenge we have as a country. That is what we expect from a leader, to take what he has learned at the university and translate it to improve the quality of his own life as an individual, to be self-sustaining as an individual, to improve the quality of life of his community and his parents, and contribute to the national transformation. This is the fundamental mission any graduate from this university must carry with him as he gets out of the gates of this university. Second, which a university graduate should know, what distinguishes a university from any other institution.
It's very, very important to make sure that these graduates, they become world doers rather than being people who have just graduated. If I say a world doer, it means that you do something out there that will impact the society rather than just having one school studied and passed exams. It is not enough. What is enough is to endeavor that you have an impact on the community. The rest of the things, however much you have good grades and A+, B+, whatever grades you got, they will not be very important to the society if you're not adding any value. The other issue is that it is important to concentrate more on creating jobs rather than looking for employment. That's the core principle, and most of these graduates, they tend to undermine some of these jobs in the informal sector. This economy is running on the informal sector. It is one of the biggest baskets of income in this economy, rather than this formal work we are doing. So it's important, much as we have gone to school, not to degrade other works like farming and the rest, because they are not clean jobs, they are not desk jobs. It's important for us to pay attention to also all those details, because they can help you earn something at the end of the day. So I thank the KIU management, I thank the KIU community, I thank the chairman board of trustees. We introduced the system of giving scholarships to students, and we intend to bring it closer to the people, because right now we are focusing on communities so that they can have like doctors, engineers and pharmacists. Those ones I'm pushing for them, so that at least in every ward in Shaka municipality we can get a doctor, an engineer and a pharmacist. Those ones we intend to pay for them fully. I'm still pushing. I told my people in the constituency that I'm going to give it to them by January. I think I will have pushed it, because education is also key to the development of our community. I thank you. Thank you very much.
Excuse me for Honorable, there is a challenge. English is more. Yeah, there is a challenge the chairman.
Meni somera kia yuko si business administration asemerwa munonga kikayizo bankeri tube turinzire twena abenshi twena bazire abana bentiza kasanga gukora graduation bende tusima kuri campus hasa ni kugira ngo keji event na wagezeho yakitoretera kunishaka bagire bitu bateganza kugenda uzakansanga amani distance ni munonga, so turhape munonga irizo bankeri twenda tusemerirwe izoba rundi genda je miso baswati bari kusoma amazina wabura izina ryawe ugenda engineering broker uyoye ikipapuro cyawe cyaba cyawe
graduating mu ki
business administration
bena amazina
mwe bemeze duwe
ebari ati muzeyi izani yose muzeyi za
rabayi
amazina nubanyeta Tusime Siriano ngenzarwa yabo Nyarigi ubwo mukoro gwabaha gwayongera kutungura municipality yitu kandi gwayongera kutungura na campus age abo kubo bwiro bwingi tubentuza Kampala tushoboze sente nyingi tuturetera twashoboze sente tubana bambaza kujwara kandi umwezi tutine konka hati Sima Hassani chairman of trustees okuyija akaturetera omukorogu omuri Bushenyi ahaha a branch yishaka kandi nikirunyu tumusima kurangu naturetere entunguka nkeji akuba erizoba shaka town tina tajirata atakwata sente zerizoba bwo abantu baba bingi munonga mbweno mukoro gwabonera nasigarandu Tusime Siriano owabo Nyarigi mwebare munonga
Graduates, raise the right hand and take the solemnly pledge.
I, Ajira Richard, solemnly pledge myself before God and in the name and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will with loyalty endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
You do solemnly swear that you will be just and generous to all other members of your profession, aiding them when it will be in your power to do so.
Yes, I do.
That in whatsoever house you shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick to the utmost of your power, and that you will hold yourself distant from all temptation.
Yes, I do.
That whatsoever you shall see or hear of the lives of men and women, whether they be your patients or members of the other household, you will keep inviolably separate, whether you are in other household or among your own.
Yes, I do.
Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I award all those persons whose programs have been read the respective diplomas of Kampala International.
Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir.
May I request all graduates of the following certificate program to step forward and take the solemn pledge.
certificate in general nursing, and certificate in midwifery.
Who's taking the oath?
No, give it to sister. Graduates, raise the right hand and take the solemn pledge.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will with loyalty endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
You do solemnly swear that you will be just and generous to all other members of your profession, aiding them when it will be in your power to do so.
Yes, I do.
That into whatsoever house you shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick, to the utmost of your power, and that you will hold yourselves distant from all temptation.
Yes, I do.
That whatever you shall see or hear of the lives of men and women, whether they be your patients or members of their household, you will keep invariably separate, whether you are in other household or among your own friends.
Yes, I do.
Chancellor San.
By virtue of what has vested in me, I congratulate all those persons whose programs have been read as recipients of the respective certificate of Para International University.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. School of Natural Sciences, and you will be followed by College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Okay, we have the lost and found. This is the national ID for Tunishale Innocent.
Can we brag about to go down? Can we do it for the rest of the day? When I start to talk about God, you will need to know the meaning. Sometimes that man can change your life in no time. He can take you from the grass to the grave in no time. He's a man of easy word, oh, faithful as he says so. You will not see him change. I do it because he is strong. When you're blind, at least you'll see so.